Hey there guys, this is rootkey and we are going to do is for the NMAP room by tryhackme. I have already deployed the machine. We are not going to do any explanation part in this room. We are just directly going to do practical in task 14. Until then, let's look at the answers of task 2. So what networking constructs are used to direct traffic to write applications on a server, that is ports. How many of these are available on any network enabled computer? 65,535 ports are available. This is research question. How many of these are considered well known? So well known ports are 1024. Let's look at the task 3 NMAP switches. What is the first switch listed in the help menu for SynScan? We can directly do the -H and look at all the discoveries. So what is the first switch listed in the help menu for SynScan? That is -S, capital S. Which switch would you use for UDP scan? That is -S, capital U. If you wanted to detect which operating system the target is running on, which switch would you use? That is capital O. NMAP provides a switch to detect the version of service running on the target. What is this switch? That is -S, capital V. Default output provided by NMAP often does not provide enough information for a pen tester. How would you increase the verbosity? We could use -V. This is quite common in other tools too. Verbosity level 1 is good, but verbosity level 2 is better. How would you set verbosity level to 2? Highly advisable to use at least this option. So we could use is -V double times. We should always save the output of our scans. This means that we only need to run the scan once, reducing the traffic and thus chance of detection, and gives us the reference to us when a report writing is done. What switch would you use to save the NMAP's results in 3 major formats? First one is -O, capital A. Which switch would you use to save the NMAP result in normal format? We could use is -O, capital N, which is quite commonly used in NMAP scans. Very useful output format. How would you save results in grabbable format? That is -G. This one is quite old and isn't used anymore. Sometimes the result we are getting just aren't enough. We don't care about how loud we are. We can enable aggressive mode. So how would you activate this setting? We could use -capital A. NMAP offers 5 level of timing template. These are essentially used to increase the speed your scan runs. So how would you set the timing templates to level 5? We could use -T and 5. We can also choose which ports to scan. How would you tell NMAP to scan port 80? We could use -P space 80 or alongside port P. How would you tell NMAP to scan port 1000 to 1500? We could use -P and 1000 to 1500. A very useful option that should not be ignored. How would you tell NMAP to scan all ports? We could use -P dash. How would you activate a script from NMAP scripting library? Lots more on this later. We could use --script. How would you activate all the scripts in the one category? That is --script is equal to 1. Let's look at the task 5. Which RFC defines the appropriate behavior for TCP protocol? RFC 793. So this is for TCP connect scan, that is -S, capital T. If a port is closed, which flag should the server send back to indicate this? Server sends back reset port. Let's look at the task 6, SynScan. What it does is synac, and there is no acknowledgement sent to the target. Instead reset flag is sent, but this is not more common in the modern intrusion detection system. They are already detected, but older intrusion systems are only looking for three-way handshake and can be used for bypass. So there are two other names for SYN-SCAN. What are they? That is half open and stealth. Can you use a SYN-SCAN? Can NMAP use a SYN-SCAN without sudo permission? Yes or no? No. NMAP requires sudo or a root to do the SYN-SCAN. Let's look at the task 7, that is UDP scan. If UDP port doesn't respond to an NMAP scan, what will be marked as? It will be marked as open pipe filtered. When a UDP port is closed, by convention, the target should send back a port unreachable message. Which protocol would it use to do so? It would use ICMP. Let's look at the null, fin and xmas. For null, it will use -n capital -s capital N. For fin, it would use -s capital F, and for xmas, it would use -s capital X. Which of these three show scan types use the URG flag? Xmas used. Why are null, fin and xmas scan generally used? They are used for firewall evasion. Which common OS may respond to null, fin or xmas scan with a reset for every port? Microsoft Windows. Let's look at the task 9 for ICMP network scan. How would you perform a ping sweep on the 172.16.x.x network with net mask of 16 using NMAP? NMAP-S-N with 172.16.0.0/16. So let's look at the task 10 overview. What language are NSE script written in? That is Lua. Which category of script would be very bad idea to run the production environment? Run in production environment. Intrusive. Task 11. Working with NSE. So what optional argument can the ftp anon.nsc script take? That is a max list. Let's look at the task 12, searching for scripts. Search for SMB script in /user share nmap script directory using either of the demonstrated methods. What is the file name of scripts which determine the underlying OS of SMB server? So we could use this SMB OS discovery.nsc. Read through the script. What does it depends on? It depends on SMB brute. So let's look at the task 13, firewall evasion. Which simple and frequently relied upon protocol is often blocked, require the using of -P and switch? ICMP. For this one is for research. Which NMAP switch allows you to append arbitrary length of random data to end of packets? That is --data length. So let's look at the task 14 practical. Does the target 10.10.45.242 respond to ICMP ping request? Yes or no? Host seems down. If it is really up but blocking our ping probes, try -pn. So the answer is no. Let's do the -pn. If host is really up, it's up. Perform an xmas scan on first 999 ports of the target. How many ports are shown to be open or filtered? So let's perform. So here are the results. All 999 scan ports on 10.10.45.242 are in ignored state. All 999 ports are shown to be open and filtered. There is a reason given for this. What is it? So there is no response. We could use the -VV and you will get the answer. We are not going to do that. Answer is no response. Perform a TCP scan on the first 5000 ports on target. How many ports are shown to be open? So here are the results. All 5 ports are open. Port 21, 53, 80, 135 and 3389. So answer is 5. Deploy the FTP anon script against the box. Can NMAP login successfully to FTP server on port 21? So let's do it. Open port 21, anonymous FTP login allowed. So the answer is yes. So we are done with the further NMAP room in tryhackme. Feel free to ask any questions in comment section. Also please subscribe if you haven't. Bye bye, take care, and we will meet in another room.